New York! Ready to conquer the concrete jungle? New York City is calling, and trust me, it's a trip you won't want to miss. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, New York City never fails to amaze. With its legendary landmarks, vibrant culture, and endless energy, this city is the ultimate playground for explorers. New York is a melting pot of experiences. Think of it as the world in one city. Each borough has its own vibe. Manhattan's skyscrapers and bright lights, Brooklyn's hipster havens, Queens' incredible diversity, the Bronx's musical roots, and Staten Island's serene parks. New York City is the most linguistically diverse city in the world, with as many as 800 languages spoken. There's something here for everyone. Whether you're flying solo, with a partner, or bringing the whole family, New York City welcomes you with open arms. And don't worry about breaking the bank. There are plenty of ways to enjoy the city on any budget. Getting around is a breeze with New York City's top-notch public transport. Hop on a subway or grab a classic yellow cab. Your next adventure is just around the corner. In just 3 days, you can soak up the best of New York City. But beware, you'll be itching to come back for more. And when you do, check out our 7-day itinerary for an extended New York City experience. The Big Apple! You ready? I'm ready. Let's go! Your first day in the Big Apple kicks off with a bang as we explore Manhattan's most iconic landmarks. Start your morning with a hearty New York breakfast. Grab a classic bagel with cream cheese, or indulge in a stack of fluffy pancakes at a local diner. You're gonna need the energy for the exciting day ahead. As the city begins to wake, make your way to the heart of Manhattan, Central Park. This 843-acre urban oasis is a perfect starting point for your New York City adventure. Take a leisurely stroll through winding paths, admiring lush greenery and serene lakes. Don't miss the chance to visit some of the park's famous spots like Bethesda Terrace and Fountain, where you can watch street performers and enjoy beautiful architecture. If you're feeling adventurous, rent a rowboat at the Loa Boathouse for a romantic paddle on the lake. After working up an appetite, head to nearby Metropolitan Museum of Art for a cultural feast. The Met is one of the world's largest and most comprehensive art museums, housing over 2 million works spanning 5,000 years of human creativity. Spend a couple of hours exploring vast collections, from ancient Egyptian artifacts to modern masterpieces. Don't forget to check out the rooftop garden for breathtaking views of Central Park and the Manhattan skyline. As the afternoon rolls in, take a walk down iconic Fifth Avenue. This world-famous street is a shopper's paradise and home to some of the most luxurious stores in the world. Even if you're not planning to buy, window shopping here is an experience in itself. Make sure to stop by the stunning St. Patrick's Cathedral for a moment of quiet reflection amidst the bustling city. Your next stop is Rockefeller Center, a complex of buildings that epitomizes the Art Deco style of architecture. Take the elevator up to Top of the Rock observation deck for panoramic views of the city. The 360-degree vistas from here are simply spectacular, offering unobstructed views of Central Park and the Empire State Building. For an even more thrilling experience, check out the recently opened Skylift attraction, which elevates visitors an additional 3 stories on a revolving open-air platform, soaring nearly 900 feet above street level. If you time it right, you can catch the sunset from up here, watching as the city transforms into a glittering wonderland of lights. The Skylift's 96 LED pixel flutes create a dazzling light show visible across the skyline, adding to the magical atmosphere as day turns to night. As night falls, make your way to Times Square. This iconic intersection is at its most impressive after dark, when massive billboards and neon signs light up the night sky. Soak in the electric atmosphere, watch street performers, and feel the pulse of the city that never sleeps. Just make sure not to stop for any character photo ops. They will charge you, and they're not passive about it. For dinner, you have countless options in the area, from world-class restaurants to casual eateries. Some excellent choices include La Grande Boucherie, a stunning French brasserie with a 40-foot glass ceiling and classic bistro fare. For Italian cuisine, Bon 45 offers delicious house-made pasta and artisan pizzas in a prime location near several theaters. If you're craving seafood, Oceana serves fresh catches and an elegant dining room just steps from Radio City Music Hall. If you're up for it, cap off your night with a Broadway show. There's nothing quite like experiencing the magic of live theater in the heart of the theater district. Some of the hottest shows currently playing include Wicked, The Lion King, and Hamilton. For something new, consider Hell's Kitchen starring Alicia Keys, or the immersive cabaret revival with Adam Lambert. No matter which restaurant or show you choose, you're sure to have an unforgettable New York evening filled with world-class cuisine and entertainment. Wake up, sleepyhead! It's time to dive into the rich tapestry of New York's cultural and historical landmarks. Start your day with a classic New York breakfast, perhaps a fresh bagel with lox from a local deli, or a hearty plate of eggs and hash browns at a cozy diner. Junior's in Brooklyn or Midtown is a great place for breakfast. With the day we've got planned, you're gonna need those extra calories. As the morning sun rises over the city, make your way to Battery Park in Lower Manhattan. Here you'll catch the ferry to two of America's most iconic symbols, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. As you cruise across the harbor, take in breathtaking views of the Manhattan skyline receding behind you. You'll see Lady Liberty standing tall and welcoming you just as she has welcomed millions before. Climb to her crown for an unforgettable view, or simply explore the museum at her base to learn about her fascinating history. Next, hop back on the ferry to Ellis Island, once the gateway for millions of immigrants entering the United States. Walk through the same halls that newcomers to America once did, and imagine the mix of hope and trepidation they must have felt. Ellis Island National Museum of Immigration offers a poignant look at the American immigrant experience. Don't miss the Wall of Honor outside, where you can search for family names among the millions listed. As you return to Manhattan, head to the Financial District. Here you'll find yourself at the heart of American finance, Wall Street. Stand before the iconic New York Stock Exchange building and snap a photo with the famous Charging Bull statue. Just a short walk away is Trinity Church, a historic Episcopal parish that's been part of New York's skyline since 1846. Its cemetery is the final resting place of many notable figures, including Alexander Hamilton. For lunch, wander down to Stone Street, one of New York's oldest paved streets. This pedestrian-only thoroughfare is lined with restaurants and bars, many of which offer outdoor seating in warmer months. It's the perfect spot to refuel and soak in the historic atmosphere. In the afternoon, make your way to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. This powerful and moving tribute to victims of the September 11th attacks is a must-visit site. Start at the twin reflecting pools, which sit in the footprints of the former Twin Towers. The names of every person who died in the 2001 and 1993 attacks are inscribed on the memorial's bronze parapets. Then enter the museum itself for a sobering but important look at the events of that day and their lasting impact. As evening approaches, head to Greenwich Village for dinner. This charming neighborhood, with its narrow tree-lined streets and beautiful brownstones, feels like a world away from the bustling financial district. Choose from a plethora of fantastic restaurants, perhaps a cozy Italian trattoria or a trendy farm-to-table spot. After dinner, take a stroll through Washington Square Park, the heart of the village. If you're lucky, you might catch some impromptu street performances or a late-night chess game. End your night with a visit to one of the village's legendary jazz clubs. The Blue Note or Village Vanguard are great choices for experiencing New York's rich jazz heritage. As you listen to the smooth tunes, reflect on your day's journey through the city's cultural and historic landmarks. From the Statue of Liberty to the streets of Greenwich Village, you've traversed centuries of New York history in just one day. Tomorrow brings even more Big Apple adventures. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. It's your final day in the Big Apple, and we're venturing beyond Manhattan to discover the charm of Brooklyn and its surroundings. Like always, don't forget your breakfast. As the morning sun peeks over the East River, make your way to iconic Brooklyn Bridge. This architectural marvel, completed in 1883, offers one of the most picturesque walks in the city. Start on the Manhattan side and stroll across, taking in breathtaking views of the Manhattan skyline, the Statue of Liberty in the distance, and the bustling East River below. Don't forget to snap some photos. The bridge's Gothic arches and steel cables make for some stunning backdrops. Once you reach the Brooklyn side, descend into Dumbo, or down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. This trendy neighborhood is known for its cobblestone streets, converted warehouses, and artsy vibe. Head to the waterfront at Brooklyn Bridge Park for a classic photo op of the Manhattan Bridge framed perfectly between old brick buildings. This spot at the intersection of Washington and Water Streets is one of the most Instagrammable locations in all of New York. Spend some time exploring Dumbo's art galleries, boutique shops, and cafes. Don't miss a visit to Jane's Carousel, a beautifully restored 1922 merry-go-round housed in a glass pavilion on the waterfront. For lunch, grab a slice at Grimaldi's, one of Brooklyn's most famous pizzerias, or enjoy a gourmet sandwich at Almondine Bakery. After lunch, take a stroll through Brooklyn Heights, one of New York's most picturesque neighborhoods. Its tree-lined streets are flanked by beautiful brownstones and historic churches. Make your way to Brooklyn Heights Promenade for stunning views of Lower Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty. This elevated walkway is a favorite spot for locals and visitors alike. Take Montague Street for shops and restaurants, or Pierpont Street for a more residential and scenic feel. In the afternoon, hop on the subway and head to Prospect Park, Brooklyn's answer to Central Park. Designed by the same architects, Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux, this 526-acre oasis offers a peaceful retreat from the urban hustle. Take a leisurely walk around the Long Meadow, visit the Prospect Park Zoo, or rent a paddle boat on the lake. Adjacent to the park is the Brooklyn Museum, New York City's third largest museum in physical size. With a vast collection spanning from ancient Egyptian masterpieces to contemporary art, it's a cultural treasure trove. Don't miss the Elizabeth A. Sackler Center for Feminist Art, which houses Judy Chicago's iconic installation, The Dinner Party. As evening approaches, make your way to Williamsburg, Brooklyn's hipster haven. This neighborhood is known for its vibrant street art, vintage shops, and cutting-edge restaurants. For dinner, you have countless options, from farm-to-table eateries to international cuisine. Try Lilia for outstanding Italian, or Peter Luger Steakhouse for a classic New York steakhouse experience. Cap off your night with a visit to one of Williamsburg's rooftop bars. The William Vale or One Hotel Brooklyn Bridge offers spectacular views of the Manhattan skyline lit up at night. As you sip your cocktail and gaze at the glittering city across the river, reflect on your whirlwind 3 days in New York. From the iconic landmarks of Manhattan to the cultural treasures of Brooklyn, you've just experienced the essence of this incredible city. As you head back to your hotel, you'll likely find yourself daydreaming about your next visit. Don't worry, it's natural. In fact, there'd be something wrong with you if you weren't. After all, as the saying goes, you can take the girl out of New York, but you can't take New York out of the girl. Or boy. And if you're already planning a longer stay in your head, be sure to check out our 7-day itinerary video for an even deeper dive into the Big Apple's endless attractions and hidden gems. New York City is a year-round destination, but each season brings its own unique charm and challenges. Let's dive into what you can expect throughout the year and some insider tips to make your visit unforgettable, no matter when you choose to explore the Big Apple. Spring in New York is a magical time. As the city shakes off its winter chill, you'll witness a stunning transformation of Central Park and other green spaces. Cherry blossoms bloom throughout Brooklyn Botanical Gardens, creating a picturesque setting for your photos. Spring is ideal for outdoor activities, but be prepared for occasional rain showers. Pack a light jacket and an umbrella, and you'll be ready to enjoy events like the Tribeca Film Festival or the Easter Parade on Fifth Avenue. Summer brings warm temperatures and a vibrant atmosphere to the city. This is the perfect time to enjoy outdoor concerts in Central Park, catch a baseball game at Yankee Stadium or Citi Field, or catch some rays on the beaches of Coney Island or Far Rockaway. However, summer is also peak tourist season, so expect larger crowds and higher prices. To beat the heat and the crowds, start your days early. Take advantage of air-conditioned museums during the hottest hours, and don't forget to hydrate. Fall is arguably the most beautiful season in New York. The crisp air and changing foliage in Central Park create a stunning backdrop for your adventures. This is an excellent time for walking tours, enjoying outdoor cafes, and attending events like the New York Film Festival or the Village Halloween Parade. Fall weather can be unpredictable, so pack layers to accommodate temperature fluctuations. Winter transforms New York into a festive wonderland. The city sparkles with holiday decorations, and iconic attractions like the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree and ice skating rinks draw visitors from around the world. While it can be cold, winter offers unique experiences like the New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square, or enjoying a cozy meal in a warm, inviting restaurant. Be sure to pack warm clothes, including a heavy coat, gloves, and a hat. Regardless of the season, here are some universal tips for your New York visit. Number 1. Use public transportation. The subway is often the fastest and most cost-effective way to get around. Purchase a Metro card and familiarize yourself with the subway map. A 7-day pass is $35 US and includes unlimited subway and bus use. Number 2. Wear comfortable shoes. New York is a walking city, and you'll cover more ground than you expect. Number 3. Make reservations. For popular restaurants and attractions, book in advance to avoid disappointment. Number 4. Take advantage of free attractions. Many museums offer free or pay-what-you-wish hours. The Staten Island Ferry, offering great views of the Statue of Liberty, is always free. Number 5. Explore beyond Manhattan. Each borough has its own unique character and attractions worth discovering. Number 6. Be prepared for crowds, especially in popular areas like Times Square. Visit early in the morning or later in the evening for a more relaxed experience. Number 7. Stay safe. While New York is generally safe for tourists, always be aware of your surroundings and keep your belongings secure. As your action-packed 3-day New York City adventure comes to a close, you've experienced the very best the Big Apple has to offer. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, you've truly captured the essence of this vibrant metropolis. From the iconic skyline of Manhattan to the artistic vibes of Brooklyn, you've experienced a taste of the city's endless energy, diverse culture, and rich history. Whether you've marveled at world-class art, savored delicious cuisine, or simply soaked in the atmosphere of its bustling streets, New York has likely left an indelible mark on your heart. But don't worry if you feel you've missed out on something. That's just New York's way of inviting you back. There's always more to discover, more neighborhoods to explore, and more hidden gems to uncover. So as you bid farewell to the Big Apple, remember, this isn't goodbye, it's just see you later. And when you're ready for more, check out our 7-day itinerary video for an even deeper dive into the city that never sleeps. Be sure to like and share this video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe. From your pals at the Vacation Agent, safe travels.